Respected comrades, before continuing our programs, we remind you to maintain quiet in these evening hours. Please turn down your televisions, radios, and tape players so you won't bother those who are already resting. Don't forget about our other ongoing request to economize on electrical energy, gas, and water. Here's an example. You open a cupboard door and it falls off. There isn't one shelf in this cupboard. Some kind of builders. What are we supposed to do? Steal the shelves? I think that the builder feels that you ought to be grateful just to be in a new apartment. The amount of work and repair the new apartment may need is none of their business. Here in the center, there is a large demonstration hall with even more economical refrigerators featuring color models of the Birius. You can order a model color here that matches the color of the kitchen interior. And now for the fourth round, the compositions of the Swedish anti-fascist writer Lagerfest. The score is 2-1. The televiewers are leading. We're starting the fourth round. Card number 33, attention. The familiar frying pan. Quiet, we're listening. You remember when you last heard the question? Why in previous times captains of long journeys took a frying pan with them? You remember this, yes? By the way, you didn't answer this question the last time. Now we want to ask a similar question. They say that this type of frying pan was taken into flight by military pilots. Do you understand the question? Why was a frying pan needed by military pilots? 1 minute.
Шах, король Е8. Единственный ход, потому что ладья d6 проигрывает немедленно после хода ферзь.
The deciding factor in the game came after 56 moves when the white attack became even stronger. Although the black king was able to move successfully toward the center of the board from a dangerous situation, the white position was overwhelming.
Могу сказать, что сидеть, конечно, удобнее в этом.
As a passenger, I can say that I'm more comfortable in this car. It seems that the ventilation will be much better in this car. The system of heating and cooling is certainly more effective than in the old model. And not only is it just the heating, it is for the comfort of the passengers. You can regulate the direction of airflow of the cooled air or warm air. There is only one windshield wiper. Yes, there is only one. This is dictated by the fact that a higher angle windshield was used. Let's turn it on and show the people. The higher angle glass and the one wiper simplify the construction, but make the wiper no less efficient. And in the back there's one too. You could move a refrigerator in this car. A refrigerator is not an iron. You can't carry it to the shop. You have to haul it, and not every model will fit into a taxi. To get it there and back will take more than a day. The center takes the majority of its orders by phone. If the dialed number is busy, the call is automatically switched to another line. You can call from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. This job has no lunch breaks or holidays. Excuse me, I'm from the program Vremya. How was your working day today? It went well, we worked. I'm from the program Vremya. How was your first working day after the holiday? Well, I had to work during the holiday. Where do you live? On the Black Sea. What do you mean the Black Sea? Where do you live? We came here as tourists. Where do you work? On a state farm. Why do you break the pedestrian laws? We didn't know where to cross. How couldn't you know? Well, we just didn't know.
Прибывшая в Центр космических полетов имени Кеннеди на мысе Канаверал, штат Флорида.
In their reporting of world events, the Soviets feature extensive coverage of the United States.
The flickering images were from Soviet television, showing a class full of Moscow schoolchildren struggling with the American classic We Shall Overcome, accompanied by a scratchy recording of folk singer Pete Seeger.
Throughout the course of the past year, we've seen a number of examples of what many Westerners might view as a new sleekness in the Soviet approach to life.
Our first question is to the director of the Universal Store, Lydia Nikolaevna Ivanova. Could you please show us those winter coats that are currently being advertised to our viewers? Are you kidding? These kinds of winter coats couldn't be in a store. We have them only on very, very rare occasions. We simply aren't getting them. They don't give them to us. We don't have them anywhere.
To a more open appreciation of Western music.
I believe in music.
While virtually unknown in his native United States, the late expatriate Dean Reed was, for some unexplained reason, one of the most popular singers in the Soviet Union.
Where do you work? Can't you answer? No. Why? I don't want to. What do you mean you don't want to? This will mean we'll fine you. Well, go ahead. I'll check on this, and at work they'll make a note of this and talk to you. What factory do you work in? Factory number 2. What is your job? Day laborer. This means that we'll write you a fine at the factory and they'll check up on you.
Finally, while politically charged music is rarely seen on Soviet TV, this peace-oriented rock video was one interesting exception.
Today is the last day of 3 days of auditions. You can have an ideal figure, an excellent walk, great leaping ability. But if you aren't musical, if you don't have a sense of rhythm, an innate artistic ability, then you do not have a future in ballet. For some reason, the fathers seem to be the most worried. Oh no, they're not on the list, and they tried so hard. For our friend Masha from faraway Surgut, it looks like Lady Luck has smiled on her today. And now they have to wait for September 1st.